All right, rewind the tape, coming back. Welcome to the Natural Ones here on Twitch and in the future YouTube. Tonight is our finale session for All That Lies Below. And with me tonight, I have Kelly. Who is your character, and what's one thing you like about them or don't like?
I'm playing Nolan, a human paladin. I always like playing characters with trauma. It's easy to identify with them. He saw some messed up stuff, and now it's time for even more justice.
All right, and next we have Agni. Same question. Who are you playing, and what's one thing you like or don't like about the character?
Well, I'm playing Cephas Red Petal. And I like that I actually hit things with this character versus my other one who has a tendency to whiff.
All right, relatable. But now we've got Travis. Who's your character, and what's one thing you like or dislike?
I'll be playing Dom and Gribbly, and something that I like about him is specifically in my character sheet, he wrote that one of my allies, his name is Gorbert, and he's a street chef, and I just like that in both campaigns, my best friend is a chef.
Oh, that's cool. It's a little thread, unintentional, because I didn't know who was going to pick who for characters. But, street chefs, they hear a lot of what's going on the street, so they're a well of information. At least in my mind, they are.
Great. They're well of something.
All right. So we are picking up from our last session. We have Nolan McBride, Cephas Red Petal, staring at this portal of fire in between two statues that also have sunken-in eye holes that are caught ablaze. And we have Paxal Nova and Dom and Gribbly over by the red carpet where they've slain some Nothics and some other beasts, and a treasure chest that's been locked in the cage that has been broken open. And Menoir Herschel, who's standing idly beside, sort of shuffling and making his way to where Nolan and Cephas is. Now we are out of combat, so Menoir's gonna move
I know
about.
there's more interesting stuff in the room to do, but what Daman would probably be doing is inspecting the puddles right in front of me, like the goo.
Oh yeah.
I like nature, so I want to see what it's all about.
All right. As you kneel down, you see that it's still bubbling and boiling on the stone, and the stone's starting to eat away, and it's starting to sink into the stone the longer you stare at it.
Well, I'm pretty sure I have an herbalism kit. Would I be able to take a little bit of that stuff for later?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a nature check for me.
Sweet. Nice. That's an 18.
All right. So you look through your stuff and you find a really nice crystal flask, or I guess,
Vial.
yeah, vial. There you go. That's the word. And you're able to use a rock and just sort of scoop some in. And as you put the stone in the goo, you hear it sizzle like it's baking on a fryer.
Might be able to put my weapon in it. Well, I'll bottle that for later.
Yeah. So you get about a full vial. That should, if you're looking to coat arrows or whatever, that's like 5, 6. No, a full batch of, actually, yeah, full quiver of arrows worth in one vial. Menoir hobbles and runs, calls out to Nolan and Cephas, please, avert your eyes from the flame. It'll read your soul and project it. And he points up, and on the ceiling you see shattered mirrors. One of inside the mirror, you see Nolan and the events that happened in Jorgamander. Kelly, can you tell us what happened?
Well, I was just minding my own business, getting my degree in criminal justice at a monastery, when a nasty, dark priest type figure showed up and killed a bunch of my people and then brought them back from the dead. And they killed the rest of the people until it was pretty much just me and a mass of the undead with very familiar faces.
And what were they doing to your deity?
I don't like to talk about it. I'll show you on my crucifix where they touched my god bad. But they essentially turned him into some kind of a devil. And it was disturbing, to say the least. Shook my faith. The last thing I remember was my god telling me to get here and find an elixir, and hopefully that'll reverse all this bullshit, or at least bring my god back so he could do something about it. But yeah, it was unpleasant. I miss my Corvantis.
And Cephas, your backstory is shown on the mirrors as well. After that, what happens with your character?
Well, that's a good question. No. Mm, 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 mm.
We happen for a reason.
Yep. No, I know. I was on a quest to find a book, and that whole escapade ended up turning my own people against me and branding me as a heretic. So I'm kind of mad at the person who put me on that quest originally, and has brought shame to me and my family. So I'm a little peeved.
Okay. So yeah, you were given quite a bit of coin to take a book and a shifter.
Mm-hmm.
So they're able to
A changeling, change their appearance.
Yep. But yeah, you tried to follow a trail, but went cold, and you ended up on this isle and in the midst of this adventure. Mm-hmm. Now, Paxal and Damin are in the back of the room, and they're looking up, and they can see all that's happened to both of you, and just the short time, just fragments, and cut every blow that Nolan cuts through. An undead shatters the glass even more. Mm. And every wave that crashes on Cephas's travel on boat to the island sort of breaks off, and we see elements of her family feuding and their fates as to what happened because of the stealing of the book. Mm-hmm. Not good.
The story sounds very familiar.
Okay.
The adventuring party on the wrong side of the quest.
All right. Manoir raises up his lantern, and it gets a little brighter, and reveals some runature around the rim of the portal. Should be good. Now he looks up, and all the backstory and all the events that happened to your characters before sort of fades, and you see the shattered floor upon which you stand. This is a gateway to Avernus.
An how do we close it?
Well, we could try bashing these two statues over the top of it, unless anybody has high-level banishment spells.
Statues it is.
Yep. I'll go ahead and start to work on the statue at the back end of the room.
Okay.
I'll start trying to rock the other one back and forth and get it to topple.
Okay. Put Menla there. Now, Daman, where do you want to be as this is going down?
I'll be close to my allies, observing them push the statue and topple them.
Okay.
I can help if needed, but I assume everybody else is stronger than I am.
Yep. Being a cleric,
I've got
so
a
you're gonna. All right, do you want to be with Nolan and them, or are you going to be with Paxil? Because your allies are sort of scattered.
Well, what's Paxil doing, actually?
Paxal? That's a good question. What do you
Yeah.
want them to do?
Ooh. As the warlock, I think you'd be pretty interested in that chest.
Alrighty.
Items.
They're going to work their way to the chest, and they see that once the candelabra fell and broke a few bars, it also managed to hit the latch on it, and it's loose and easy to pull open. So they flip the lid, and it's just a bunch of books. Flipping through them, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and so on.
Interesting.
Flips over one of the books, and he sees a seal that's got 3 initials carved into the back. It's DK. That's right. And fucking forgot. That's all right. DK, RM, and CV. Okay.
And
Right. And flip open a book, start flipping through the pages, and they see etchings in lead of shadowy figures with the silhouette, a tall, thin humanoid with long antlers, a figure seemingly made out of stone, brandishing a warhammer of ice and a fox close to their side. A third with an elf standing on the dock of a ship with his hand on the wheel and an eye towards the sky. And a short warrior with a war pick raised above their head and a shield in their front. Huh. Some pretty poor drawings. I don't think this is going to help anybody. Some Durgan crawl. Some sort of a illithid. Mad rantings, designs on how he was managed to put the Nothics inside the white and the white inside that young child. A lot of dark magic and science with that one. Not a fan. Right.
Interesting.
And Nolan and Cephas, you want to make some strength checks to see how those statues fare against your might?
Yeah, just strength checks or athletics or which one?
You can do either.
If I use the crowbar that I have in my pack, can I get advantage on that?
Sure.
Try to, leverage it over.
I got you.
Good. Shit.
18.
18 for Cephas. What did Mr. Nolan get?
12.
12. All right. So with a couple of blade strikes and a nice spinning kick, the top, pretty much from the knees up, fall and tumble into the fire pit. I'm just going to collapse it anyways. And Nolan, yours starts going, but it stops about halfway and it's sort of teetering.
Little help here. Little help.
I'll head over to Nolan's side and give him a hand.
All right. So you can both roll for either strength or athletics with advantage. Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work with advantage. Not so great. Only 13.
17.
That'll do. Even 30. So both of you reach out, and just as you reach out, it tumbles and falls down. Blocks the flames, and the only light that is lighting up the area is Menoir's
Lantern.
lantern, yes. And as Nolan looks behind him, he sees another chest sitting on a desk between the two bookshelves.
Mm.
I'll check to see if it's locked.
Alrighty. As you go, you sort of look at the lock, and there's a little button. Press it, and it just pops open.
I think I'm going to use my crowbar to open that instead of, sticking my hand in there.
All right. Easily use your crowbar. Just simply pop it up, and it just sort of springs open. And
What do I find inside?
you find a hilt with no blade. It's a very elaborate, adorned hilt. There is a real heft to it. You can feel the magic in the sword. When you look on the etchings in around the handle, and it reads Sunblade.
Ooh.
All right. Okay. And back to Daman. Anything you'd like to do? Any investigations on bodies or any of the bookshelves? Also, there's that mannequin with the armor on it, Cephas, if you want to head back there and take a look.
Dama doesn't want to do anything in particular, so he'll go to rejoin the group.
Alrighty. Paxel's gonna follow your lead. As you walk up, you look over and there is a stairway that leads down to a door at the end of the dungeon.
If the portal at least seems sealed enough that nothing is going to be coming out, I'll probably head towards the door.
Okay.
Don't forget that armor over there.
Oh, that's right. I was going to check out the armor that I got distracted from when the fight started to see if it was anything useful that I could use and possibly wear.
Yeah. And as you get to it, you find some scale armor. It's the +1.
Scale +1.
Yeah. It's highly elaborate scale mail.
So that would be... No, scale mail +2. Scale mail, there it is, +1.
No, I don't know about...
my AC just jumps so much.
All right.
And I just have a disadvantage on stealth, which I'm okay with.
Okay. And as Durgan, not Durgan, but Paxal and Daman walk by to meet up the group, there is Daman spots a book on the shelf. It's a lone book on a shelf. It just sort of catches his eye.
What's the title of it?
You walk up and you read. What's that? Magic. Yeah, it is. Once he gets there, it's gonna get so interesting.
Didn't realize I hadn't muted my phone.
You look and it reads a manual of golems, stone.
Ooh, that's interesting. I'll select that.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm sure I'm not the only one that could use a bit of a rest and a little recharge after that last fight.
Oof.
Maybe we could sit down and do a little reading and see what we've discovered
Take a short rest.
before venturing on. I kind of need a long rest, to be honest.
Thank you. Learned a lot of myself.
Yeah.
Spells, what are those?
Manuel
I'm down
looks
either way.
upon the group. Oh, I might have something for you. He picks up a satchel and gives each character a bean. This should refill your stamina, heal your wounds, and refill the magic within you.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Cool. Well, cheers, everybody. Down the hatch.
Yeah.
Paxel looks it over and sniffs it. Some sort of a raspberry scent to it. Not bad. Not bad at all. You all start to feel a surge of power inside of you. You look and your scratches and wounds heal up. You can feel the magic recourse through your body once again. You feel refreshed and renewed.
Nice.
Ooh. Long rest bean.
Yeah.
That's what Jack Burton was drinking in that elevator.
Kind of feel invincible.
No, where? Ah, long rest. There's my long rest button.
All right.
Take a long rest.
Yeah.
Needs all my.
Moves his lantern down towards the hallway. Well, there's only one spot left to go. Down these stairs to the altar.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go.
But who first?
I'll go first.
And sort of sidesteps. I think I'll go first. If we don't know what's going on, and if there's any darkness that sort of escapes our view, I do have this lantern. It works pretty well of illuminating small spaces.
Okay. I
Does
also have
anyone
dark
here
vision,
not
so
have-
that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if anyone doesn't have it. We all good.
All right.
Is anyone else versatile with long swords?
Is that a martial weapon?
I believe so.
Why? What's up?
Or finesse maybe. No.
I think it's finesse. Yeah, finesse property. But yeah, I found this this Sunblade. I can use it, but I think Cephas, you might be able to as well. You seem to enjoy using swords a lot more.
I have 2 scimitars, that are doing me pretty good. What's
Shimmy,
the Schmeatars? What's the damage on them?
D8 plus an extra D8 against undead targets,
Ooh.
which, you know, I can't say that I couldn't find use for. And a +2 bonus to attack and damage.
If you're not gonna use it, I could probably take it if it's a one-handed. I believe they are.
Yeah.
It's versatile.
Yeah, because I want to keep one of my scimitars just because it's got also
Yeah.
poison damage.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
Is that poison or is that?
Well, why don't you go ahead and take this?
You can decide to use it or not.
Yeah,
What's the item name?
Sunblade.
2 words.
Stunblade?
Sun.
Sun.
Oh, Sunblade. My bad.
S-U-N. Kind of
And
looks
also
like a lightsaber.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's a lightsaber.
So if I take off Shmitar +1 and add Sunblade.
Okay, as you do that, you can start heading down. We're going to take a 10-minute break so I can bring out the other map and get us rolling.
He needs to attune anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. See you in 10. Right. As you navigated long, winding corridor, it leads you to a staircase. Menoir leads the group down, and as you come down around the bend of the staircase, you see an altar with fire pit behind it. And on that altar is an orb of magic. And Manuel looks up. And that's the portal to the Elder Gods. The ones that will redeem my family. And of course they will grant you anything that you wish and are looking for. And just as he says that, an eye peers through the portal. It follows you down the stairs, and it's intent and focused at the group.
This does not feel friendly.
Not pleasant at all.
Manuel looks at the group. It is the altar of the Elder Gods. Not all of them were friendly.
Yeah.
But please, leave this part up to me.
Sure. Nolan, you're a man of faith. You should go with him.
Divine sense? Yeah, I'm gonna pop a divine sense real fast. I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. I can sense anything affected by a hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. Shit.
You have to get a little bit closer. You want to get up to, say about halfway?
I'm gonna follow him. Yeah, I'm gonna follow him, you know, at his pace. But when I get within about 60 feet of that, I'm popping a divine sense, seeking justice.
40, 45, 50.
I should follow him.
60.
That's all that popped into my head.
Well, that's fine. That works.
There's a reason I'm a bard in a different campaign.
Take note of that next time we do a limited series. All right, so as the gentleman steps over the slumped stone and walks down the pathway between the four pillars, you get a tremendous sense of both evil and good. And it just seems to be swirling in between those two vacuums.
Great.
Can't make up its mind.
Yeah. What am I sensing
You do get the feeling that it's waiting for the first move.
What do I get from Menoir?
Menwa, no, he's just really like excited that he's there, and he's just set on doing his part to bring back his daughter. He turns.
I'm gonna see how it plays out.
Just trust the old man that I am. I'll make sure nothing happens to you. As much as I can.
I'll follow behind Nolan about 10 feet.
Okay. We got Damin and Paxel still on the stairs.
I like to stay where I am.
Alrighty.
And Paxel has range and is squishy.
Alright, so we're gonna And as Manoir moves up and raises his lantern, the eye burns bright and the pupil opens up, and a divine being with angelic wings and a blade made out of lightning raised over the head appears before the group.
Uh-oh, George.
What do thou seek? What do thou need?
Justice?
Manuel turns and, please. My goddess, we are here to gain your favor and to return lost items.
Lives. Lost lives.
This lantern, wielded and forged by your very own magic and aura. And this glove, also. I returned them both for my daughter. And I asked for separate rewards for the four that brought me here. They've all put their life on the line for me, which also means for you. For I am nothing but a humble servant of Lady Shiva. And as he takes off his glaive and sets down the lantern, he collapses to his knees and he's pumping his own chest as the magic is stopped, and the mage hand that was pumping his heart has faded.
Oh.
I mean, he was gonna trade his life for his daughter's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shiva looks upon him. You think I care for baubles and trinkets? You brought me 4 warriors, 4 champions. I will deliver upon you one of my own champions. Shall they prove victorious, they shall have their reward. Manuel falls to the ground, trying to reach his hand out to get to the glaive, but his heart stops beating and is fallen dead to the ground.
Do I get the idea that this is probably not a situation that lay on hands is going to help with? He needs a little bit more than 1 hit point.
As you look, his body starts to contort, snap, and break and elongate.
Yeah.
Shiva and the eye behind her cast. There's an aura of dark magic pouring out of the portal through the lightning bolt blade on her sword and to Menwa. Now arise, my champion, my rider of darkness.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey, at least you don't have to run really far to get to him.
I should have caved his head in when he was an old man.
I think they still would have summoned something.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have been just.
And his body deforms, morphs, and turns into a horse, and through that horse's spine grows another figure attached to it, half living tissue, half undead. Eyes glowing purple, and a mouth that is just as cavernous as the deepest cave you can find.
Mm.
Bonus action. I'm going to cast Emissary of Peace and grant myself a +5 bonus to persuasion checks, charisma, for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horsey. Can we talk about this? We're just here to try to set things right, seek balance and justice.
I know what you're here for, child. And nothing will be given without a winning fight. You complete this trial and down my champion, I will give you what you seek. A means to help your god. And you, the whereabouts of the shifter that has stolen the Necronomicon, a book your clan so treasures.
A lot of people shifting around here today.
And Daman, you seek a Trusk and where they're hiding, and something that can annihilate them all. I can grant you that power as well. And Paxal, you're looking for something to remove the curse of your wife, so she can leave with you, and you can go back to living a happy life. Well, your chance is upon you. Now fight.
Can I have bonus actions, Giant's Might?
Absolutely. And with that, everybody's going to roll for initiative.
Here we go.
Yay! I'd be big again.
Ah,
I have
damn
no
it.
plus to my initiative, so it's a total of 8. Where's my pencil? What did I do with it?
All right, who's
I rolled.
got 15 to 20?
Pencil?
All right, nobody's got 15 to 20. Anybody rolling for Paxel?
Oh, there's my pencil.
I guess that's a no, so I will.
Sorry,
I
I
don't-
was
No, you're fine.
finding my stuff.
I can't see the stats on my system.
So good. So he's got a 10. Cephas, you got an 8. All right, who's got a 10 to 15?
I also got a 10.
Okay. So I think Paxal's. Yes. You got a 7 as well, Nolan.
Yeah, I got
All right.
Oh,
we're
and you
gonna-
said you got a 7?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And just to make it simpler, as it forms, it reaches out its hands, and 2 black spots appear under its hands, and slowly builds 2 necroshades.
Oh shit.
Like they were 3D printed, they just get molded out as he raises his hands.
No?
Well,
Can we not and say we did?
no. Let's move it
Oh.
over here a little bit.
Lovely.
All right, so let me roll for initiative for the 3. 16 for the rider. 19 for one of the necroshades. And a 2 plus 1, 3 for the other. Alright, so we got NPC, Boss, Daman, Paxal, Cephas, Nolan, and Necroshade.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep.
That. Okay. We've got NPC 3 first, which is Snicker Shade. They're going to scoot down towards the pillar. And who's in front? It's Nolan. All right. Gonna cast Darkness. There.
Oh yay! I can't see.
Wait, no, it was working so well. Huzzah. Okay. And Daman, it is your go. And you are back with Paxel at the steps.
Alright. So is everybody obscured by the darkness? Or can I pick anybody?
Yeah, they're both obstructed by the darkness that surrounds. It's like a big, giant cloud that they're in.
So if I can't see anything,
It's magical darkness. I don't know if you can see through magical darkness.
I cannot. So a lot of my spells. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire because I don't need to actually see them, but I can just cover an area.
Okay.
So the area is a 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
And all the bad guys, no, everybody, excuse me. Right? Yeah, any creature is in the area. Damn.
Yeah.
So I do not want to do that.
That's fine, man.
What do you think?
Pretty sure he can see me anyway.
Yeah, but it gives them advantage. That would be extra bad. Let us do.
So cool.
I'm going to cast Guidance on Paxal. Because I know he's going to get up to something. Just to give him an extra D4 here. Just a little pat on the back.
Alrighty.
And then I'd like to use 30 feet of movement. I'll run just like straight towards the darkness, just 30 feet straight in front of me. I'm going to get right in there.
30. So you're just on the edge of a cloud. Alright, and then we've got Paxel. What would you like them to do?
Probably move. So even if you move to one side, are the necros obscured as well?
One of them is, the other one on the far left. Down here is still, well, I guess you can't
visible?
see because I'm, yeah.
Okay.
That one's still visible.
Sure. Let's have him scoot along the wall to see if he spots him.
The back wall?
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They get to the fungus. Go ahead and make a 45. Yeah, they see the figure by the pedestal with the flame next to the candelabra.
Okay.
They're 45 feet away.
Holy moly, all cantrips. I guess just Eldritch Blast him.
Alrighty.
It's a spell attack, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And is it, if I look at the one you have, the Vincent one, is that accurate?
Yeah, we're both same level 5. I threw on
Okay.
his one item that everybody got, which is the quarterstaff cold.
Okay. Hold on. Let me grab my thing, and I will roll.
Alrighty.
Because he's got a +7, and how many? A beam of crackling energy. One marine. Oh, so it's 2 beams at 5th level. Okay.
Yep.
So 25 and 12.
Alright, the first one definitely hits.
And
The
that's
other one
1d10.
hits the candelabra and knocks the pillar down.
1d10. Where's the d10? There's the d10. 2 points of damage. So strong.
Okay. It's only 2. Okay. Anything else you want them to do or can do? I don't think they have much for bonus actions.
No, I don't think so either.
Okay, so that goes to Cephas. Nolan, you're on deck.
Cool. Me.
You in the
I
darkness.
can't see shit.
Yep.
I'm going to roll a d4. If it's even, I go right. If it's odd, I go left, basically to try and get out of the darkness.
Alrighty.
Odd, so I go left. So I'm going to just slowly walk. So if I like,
How
so I
far?
don't headlong. Let's say 20 feet
Okay.
left, till I'm no longer, or as far as it takes to get out of the darkness, I
Alright,
guess.
so yeah, you get 15 feet to your left. And you see, just as you get out of it, you see the candelabra fall next to the other.
Necro.
Yeah, necro shade.
Then I will use the rest of 15 of my movement to go forward.
Okay.
How far is the necro from me?
5, 10, 15 feet.
Okay. I will throw one of my hand axes at it.
Alrighty.
Well, that's shit. That's a 9. Goes off into the ether and does nothing. I'm going to take that out of my inventory.
You see it stuck actually in the pillar that the candelabra fell on. So it's.
And I can't see the horseman, correct?
You can see its tail end of it. But
You know what?
front
Fuck it.
half of his closed.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
Sorry,
I already used an action. Never mind.
Yeah. All in the
Let's see,
reflexes.
bonus action. Yeah. That'll be my turn, I guess.
Alright, Nolan, you're up. And you are smack dab in the middle of darkness, my friend. Well, more or less.
Yep. I'm sorry, I got something stuck in my throat.
Get you. But you can hear the candelabra fall, and you hear all the commotion. You just can't see shit.
Yeah. But I know that horse is right in front of me. It was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull my incense-loaded flail off my belt. And I'm gonna fling it in front of me.
Okay, it's technically not a
and-
flail. We corrected it. It's a mace. So you can.
I have both. I have both in my inventory. I have a mace, and then I just have a flail that's also an incense burner. But that's all it is.
Okay. All right. So you.
No magic powers, really.
Okay.
But I'm going to try to wrap it around one of the horse's legs. So wherever it goes, it has the smell of justice in its nostrils.
How? What's the reach on this?
It's a flail, so it's just within 5 feet.
All right. So yeah, you wave it, but it doesn't catch anything from where you're standing.
Okay. I'm going to take a step forward, and then with my second attack, I'm going to actually roll for it this time.
Alrighty.
Disadvantage. 18 and a 16. So either way, 16. That's still going to be a 22 with disadvantage.
Okay. So that second time you swing through it, you can see the darkness sort of just repel against it. And it latches and swings around one of the legs, and you can see the full leg illuminated.
Okay. And I'm just going to let go of it and let it be wrapped around the leg.
Okay.
It's not going to do much damage. Let's see. It's a 1d6 plus 3. 6. So 9 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And whatever you think a cloud of incense would do to this creature or
It's
horse.
just illuminating the leg in the darkness, so you can see a leg on the.
Yeah,
You can
good
see
enough for me.
Leg on a horse. That was 9 points overall.
The stitch justice.
You got sort of that daredevil sight where you can see like the shape of a leg.
Yeah. And you know what? When I get a hit on that, I'm going to go ahead and pump a Divine Smite into that. So that's going to do 2d8 radiant as well.
Alrighty.
4 and 7. So that's 11 points of radiant damage to that limb or horse as well. And that cost me a spell slot, but I think it's worth it.
Alright. So as you strike, you see the horse's the leg like move and curl up real quick. And as you do so, you feel the horse's breath as it exhales just plume over your face. We've got NPC 5 Necroshade in front of Cephas. Sink down into the stone like a shadow, pop up around them, behind them. They're going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on Cephas.
Yay, me.
Yeah, you, indeed. And, so, a black beam of invigorating energy springs upon your fingertips towards the creature in range, which is Cephas. Make a ranged spell check against the target.
Thank God I have a higher AC now.
Alright, so that's a 10.
That
That's a
misses.
miss on the hit the target, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so it misses. So the witch bolt just sort of curves and bends just right around you.
Bob and weave, bob and weave.
Yep. Okay. Go to the other Necroshade. It's gonna pop through the shadows. Ended up right beside Daman. And they are gonna... Actually, they're gonna take one claw strike at Daman. That's 14.
Just barely. Yeah, you got it.
It's 2 points of slashing damage and 2 points of necrotic damage.
Cool. I'm resistant to the slashing, but not that necrotic. So I'll just take 3 total.
Alright.
Nice. Not too good.
And we've got Big Daddy, Rider in Darkness. And as Nolan looks in front of him, he can feel the darkness swell in as the horse's mouth opens up, inhaling the darkness. And it's going to spit out a beam of necrotic energy.
Vomit, beam of death.
Yep. And it's going to affect Daman and Nolan. And it's going to be 2d6 of necrotic damage. Well, I got to roll for attack first, sorry. Derp. It's going to be 17.
Doesn't hit me.
Most definitely hits me.
No, I'm sorry, I got this wrong. So it's going to hit, you can save. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So roll for damage, and then you can make a save. Alright, so that's 5 necrotic, and you can make a save to take half. Rolled low.
Roll low?
No, I rolled low.
Oh, okay. I was like, I rolled a natural 20. Tell me that's good.
Alright, so yeah, you can do acrobatics or athletics.
Just bring my shield up and
Okay.
blunt it off.
I just got 8.
8. No athletics or acrobatics?
That's with. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Oh,
So you take the 5 points of
I rolled low.
yeah. You take 5 points of necrotic, but
Easy.
it's fine.
Brush it off. I was born in a pool of necrotic.
And then the horse is gonna turn and evaporate and swim amongst the fog, the dark cloud that you're in. You can see eyes shaped in the fog, just sort of swirling about, and then they pull away, and it's just you alone in the darkness. Nolan. Then we've got Daman, you're up next.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Alright.
See if it's worth hitting him with my staff, or if I should just shout some radiant words at him. Yeah, I'm just gonna shout some words at the necroshade right in front of me.
Go for it.
Word of radiance. Utter a divine word. Each creature of my choice that I can see within range. Okay. What is range? The range is 5 feet. So damn it. Okay. So just this guy has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Of 14.
Oof. That's only a 6. 4 plus 2.
Nice. I do 2d6 radiant damage, which will be 9. Oh.
Huh. Okay. Cool. Anything else you'd like to do?
If I try and move, he's just going to take attack of an opportunity, so I'm just going to hold my staff out and point it in his face to keep him at a distance.
Okay.
But I'll stay with him.
Cool. We got Paxal Nova next. They're still at the fungi at the other end of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap.
Can they make it to where they are within 10 feet of range? To the one that's next to Daman?
15. Oh yeah, they can get right up behind them, or within, if you want to stay 10 feet away, we can do that.
Yeah, so that way he's outside of swinging range.
Yep.
And let's cantrip poison spray, so they have to do a Constitution saving throw
Gotcha.
or take 2d12 poison damage.
That's 15 minus 1, so that's 14.
Cool. There's
Wait,
the
you said
d12.
Constitution or?
Yes, Constitution.
Okay, so no, that's just 15. That's 17. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. I'll get my d12 out anyway for future if I use that one again.
Okay.
I don't think. Let's see. What does he have for bonus actions?
Not much.
He does though. Well, but it doesn't say he has any spell slots. I'm confused. He has first and third level spells, but it doesn't show me any spell slots. So I don't know what he has.
So it's only showing up as what, like level 5? Is that what we were trying to say?
No, like I see him as level 5, but normally you can see like the amount of dots on the side for how many spell slots he has for level 1, and I don't see any pips, basically.
I forgot to throw spells on them, I think, when I leveled them up from the home game.
Okay.
So that's my bad.
No, you're good. So he doesn't have spell slots, correct?
Technically, he should have a few, but I don't have his sheet access anymore, so.
Okay. Because I was gonna do Hex, because that's a bonus action.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Cool.
A 5th level warlock should have 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
First level? Okay.
Hex.
Let's do Hex on the same one that he's attacking with Daman.
Gotcha.
So until the spell ends, you place a curse on the creature you can see. Until the spell ends, you deal 1 extra d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it, which he didn't. Choose one ability. When the cast takes spells, the target has a disadvantage on ability checks made of that chosen ability. Let's do Constitution
Okay.
for that. For future attacks.
So I'm gonna write Constitution.
Disadvantage.
Alrighty. After
that,
they move. They did action, bonus action. It is Cephas's turn, and we got Nolan on deck.
Cephas. The one that was in front of me disappeared, and do I hear the one that appeared behind me?
Yeah, because it popped up behind you and struck at you.
Okay. Oh yeah, and missed. That's right.
Yeah.
So let's do 2 attacks on it.
Alrighty.
Let me see
Move
if
up
there's
5
anything
feet.
I want to do as a bonus action first, real quick. Nothing there. I have Slasher. That's after I deal damage. Frost Rim. Okay. Attack. Okay, so first attack is a natural 20.
Nice.
Is that with the Sunblade?
That was with the Scimitar of Sin.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I deal 11 points of damage. That's doubled. And then I do a d4 of poison, which is doubled, so let me roll that. d4. So that rolls into an 8, so 19 points of damage on the first hit. And then the Sunblade is a 12. Does that hit?
It's just under.
Okay. But I do have slash. Oh no, wait. I have the giant. What does the giant do? That's right. That's additional damage. What is it? I think it's a D6. Let me double check. Giant. Yes, an additional d6. We won't double that. So just 1. So an additional 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then...
A miss.
Yes, but Slasher... because I critted, you can reduce a creature's speed when you deal slashing damage. You also gain the ability to wound a creature on a critical hit.
Okay.
So
What?
previously wounded until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls, is what it does. So it's reduced. Its speed is reduced by 10, and it has disadvantage on all attacks. Woohoo!
Good turn.
Yeah, with only 1 hit. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's it.
Alrighty, Nolan, you're next. After you, we've got the Necroshade that she just hit, and then the other Necroshade and the boss.
Okay. And between seeing the glowing eyes and the shadow, and
well, you see the eyes, and they move to like your left, and then they sort of pull back, and then you can't see them anymore.
okay.
All you see is the dark shadow and cloud that surrounded you.
Between that and the clattering of combat to my left as well, I'm going to move to my left until I'm out of the shadow.
Okay. So you immediately turn and walk right into a pillar.
Oh, shit. I'll move around the pillar.
All right, and you cling into it, and you sort of push off it and walk around with your hands out until you end up right behind Cephas.
Okay. Do I have any movement to get around her and get to that creature she's fighting?
You've got, 30 speed, so you got 15 feet left.
Okay. Yeah. I'll move around her towards the necrophage that she's engaged with.
Right, so you're right on its side.
Woo.
And I'm going to take 2 swings at it with my mace of holy water.
Alrighty.
13.
Quick drink.
Oof.
7 plus 6.
That's
Is it a whiff?
Yeah, you swing a little too early when you get close to it, so it just misses by like half an inch.
Oh.
A little overzealous in your strike.
I am a zealot. Okay. 11 plus 6, 17.
That one does hit.
All right. Let's see. I got a D6 plus 3 of bludgeoning coming at him. That's 4 points of bludgeoning. And a D4 of radiant as the holy water in my mace splashes across him. 4 points of radiant. So 4 bludgeoning, 4 radiant, and I imagine the radiant is a little extra. But I don't know. And I'm going to save my divine smite.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so where did you, Okay, never mind. Alright, so you, make connection with the second strike, and as you, hit it, you swing right at its, rib cage area, and with it, that part of the body leaves, and you can start to see tendrils pop in and around and try and slowly rebuild itself after the hit.
Ugh. Okay, and I think that'll be the end of my turn. I'm going to save my reaction to try to protect Cephas if someone swings at her. I'm assuming she's still within 10 feet of me.
Yeah.
Okay. And that'll do it for me.
NPC 5.
I can see again.
All right. With a blink of an eye, it drops down into the shadows, pops around, back behind Paxal and the group.
Does have a movement hindrance, right?
Yeah. Which is 10 feet.
Yep.
And keep going over. It's going to cast Fear in a 30-foot cone. Creatures make Wisdom save or drop held items and are frightened, using dash action to get away safely, ending their turn out of sight. And so, yeah, you can make a Wisdom saving throw after this. So everybody
Is
make...
it all of us? Yeah.
It's going to be... Nope, just Daman and Paxal.
No. Mom. I'm pretty okay. What does a 16 do?
15 means you
16.
save. 16 means you
Okay.
save.
No.
Oh, and Pascal, what is his? Let me look at his stat.
Yeah.
That would be a wisdom saving throw, so he has a +4. And it looks like if it's the same. Oh, it's a proficiency, not an advantage. Okay. Ba-da-da, 12 plus 4, so 16.
They save as well.
What?
So you just feel like the hair on the back of your neck rise up and a cold chill up your spine. But you easily shake it off and refocus on the necroshade in front of you.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Alright. So we got. Alright. Necroshade in front of Daman does have Hex, so it's got a disadvantage. Constitution, right? Disadvantage. Right, it's not gonna move. It's gonna take 2 strikes, 2 claw strikes. It's a multi-attack. First strike's gonna be an 11. Second strike is a 10.
Nope.
So you're able to dodge and move as it makes its swipes. Being essentially taller than you as a dwarf, it's kind of working in your favor. We've got Dark Rider. They are gonna pop up over here. That. All right, it's gonna put its hands together, rub them together, and as they do that, you can see lightning course throughout their body. And they're gonna raise their hands, and you can see a storm brewing up above them. It's gonna be their turn. Daman, you're next.
Daman.
I'm gonna cast Radiant or Word of Radiance again, because that fool in front of me got a lowered constitution, so I might as well get my shots in now. So it's going to be another constitution saving throw of DC 14.
Constitution saving throw. Bingo bongo. That is 13 plus 6, 15.
With disadvantage?
Oh, disadvantage. That's 19, so I think they save.
Ooh. Alright, nothing happens then.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I would be able to get that shot in.
Are they still hexed, or do they break out of it? Nope.
Hex just happens.
Okay.
I don't think there's a save. You place a curse
Okay.
until the
It's a
spell
curse.
ends.
Yeah, it's a curse.
So, yeah.
Okay. Anything else Domin wants to do?
Not this turn, no, but I'll plant my feet down on the ground.
Alrighty, we got Paxel, and then Cephas is next.
Yeah, Paxel, I think we'll try again with the same thing like last time. Actually, no. Let's do what Pascal liked to do last game, and we will do infestation.
Okay. 30 feet. Con save of 15.
Constitution. Yep, which he has disadvantage of due to hex.
Okay. That's 16 disadvantage, and that's 13, so they fail.
Okay, so that's 2d6 poison damage. Where did that? There it is. Give me. I just want the d6. There we go. 4 plus 6, so 10 points of damage, poison damage, and then the and moves 5 feet in a random direction. If it can't move its speed at least 5 feet, roll a d4, and the direction is north, south, east, or west. So I will roll a d4. Hiya! 2, so that is south.
Alrighty.
So they move south in a random direction, at least 5 feet.
Yep. If they take the 5 feet, step away, and I believe that also incurs advantage of attack for Domin.
Oh no.
These out. Except a percentile, I don't think I need that one. My purple dice apparently like Paxel.
Yep. So you can strike them if you want, Domin.
Okay.
Let's say left.
I just got my quarterstaff. It's not much. 8 plus 0.
For attack?
To hit?
Yeah.
You don't have a bonus on your...
It's just a quarterstaff. It's mainly for defense.
Hold on. Let me
You
see
should have more for a strike. You should have an...
It's plus
Hold
my
on.
strength, right?
You have +3 to hit.
Yeah.
So you would roll a d20 and add +3. So you rolled an 8?
Yeah.
So that would be 11. So it probably still misses, but you
Yeah, it
still at
does.
least... Yeah. But yeah, it's a +3 to hit.
Where are you getting that?
If I go to your actions and just looking at the quarterstaff itself, range is 5 feet, hit DC +3.
Okay, I was looking
Damage.
at the info page here.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I had to go back out.
It's all right.
Yeah, good.
So that attack does miss. It moves a little too fast for you to strike at it. And it's Paxel's turn. Cephas, you're next.
Alrighty, and the guy in front of me has poofed again in his wonderful glory of disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
or
You
going
got
below.
Nolan right
but
next to you.
Yep, but I can see the one that's next to, with the way I'm facing
Yeah.
Damen. Does 30 feet get me to him?
Absolutely.
Probably. Then I will wombo combo.
5,
Let's
10,
repeat.
15, 20, 25.
I'm mad. I wanna hurt some things. That's a dirty 20 on the Sunblade. So
Okay.
that is 4 points of radiant damage and an additional D8. Is this an undead target?
It's a necrotic being. It's not really undead.
Okay.
It's made of necrotic magic and.
So it wouldn't do the 6 additional, because of the. Hold on, clear. Grasping the hilt, pure radiance, blah blah blah. Takes when you hit an undead. Okay, takes an additional. Yeah, so it wouldn't do the other damage. So it just only takes the 4 points, right? Yeah, 4 points of radiant damage, and then we'll attack with the Shemitah. That's a miss. That's a 10.
Okay. So, yeah. Little over anxious, and you're striking, and it sort of sways and moves, and its body sort of contorts and dodges your blades. You've got Nolan, you're next.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Cephas's lead and just charge straight towards that son of a bitch.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right behind it.
All right, strike 1.
Another cluster fight.
6 plus 6. Does a 12 hit?
No, it does not. You go to pierce your blade through its back, and it opens up, and the blade just passes right through it. And you pull it back, and it closes up.
I forgot I was holding a mace. I tried to stab with it. 16 plus 6. How about 22?
That does hit.
All right. Three plus 3, 6 points of bludgeoning, and 4 points of radiant. And I'm sick of this guy. I'm gonna pump a divine smite in there as well.
All right.
That is. Oh, come on. There we go. 2d8 of radiant. 1. Really hoping that was a 7. It was not. And 4. 5 points of radiant on top of the 4 points of radiant I already did.
Okay. Okay. As you do that, the mace beams with radiant energy, strikes the target, and it knocks itself forward. It falls on the ground, and it splatters out like ink, and it's slowly pulling itself together.
Oh, fuck.
'Cause technically, it is bloodied right now.
Do, do, do.
Yeah. That's about all I can do.
Swirl around. Alright. Then it's going to cast a necrotic plume in a 15-foot clone. And that's going to hit. Actually, Paxel, Cephas, and Nolan. So it's going to be a spell attack. Wait, no. Alright, so yeah, you'll have a dex save to cut half the damage.
Dex save. Dex.
13.
Hold on. That's 14. That's a 6. 3, that's
Nope.
9.
I failed.
That's 10 points.
10 points of damage.
10 points of necrotic damage. Does Paxel save?
Oh, let me look at his dex. He has a +2. 18.
Alright, they save. And only take half. So 10,
So
that's 5.
Okay. And he does. Oh wait, no. Yes. He has 48 hit points. So -5. He is at 43. And that's the first damage I think he's taken, right?
This
Same for me.
fighting session, yeah.
Okay. Because we've healed since then.
Yarp.
Go.
Alright.
Cool.
And I'm gonna roll the reconstitute body.
Oh wait, no, that was a 17. Sorry, I was looking at Daman, not Paxel. So, but that still saves, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was. It's a +1, not a +2. Too many tabs open on my screen.
Alright. It struggles to reconstitute its body and it's still prone on the ground. And then the Rider in Darkness with its is this the right one? No. Yeah, it is. Right. It's going to release a torrent of lightning energy. And that's going to hit Daman and Nolan.
Nope, they're my paws now. Nope. You can't have them back, Potato.
Okay.
No, they're mine.
So that is a spell attack. There's no save for it. So first target's going to be Daman.
Daman.
It's only going to be a 10. So you see the lightning just course, and you use your quarterstaff and expertly dodge and move around the lightning that you see coming around at you. Nolan, you're next. It's 19 plus 2, so that's a 21.
Okay. Just against my AC?
Yeah, it's a spell attack.
Yeah, okay. Then that hits.
Okay. That's going to be 3d8.
Fuck you, Palpatine.
It's 1.
Good.
3 is 4.
Eh.
And 3 is 7. 7 points of lightning damage to you.
Hmm?
And Daman, you're up next.
Cool.
And Paxel is on deck.
And this is the hexed one.
And since he is a Constitution saving throw, the darkness dissipates and floats up to the top of the dungeon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I would like to cast Moonbeam on the right.
Moonbeam.
He's got my attention now.
Gotcha.
Bam.
just gonna center that on him, and they've got
Gotcha.
to make a Constitution saving throw. 14.
That's a D20 dummy.
Okay.
Oof, that's a 7 plus 1, only, so that's an 8.
Cool. I'm
Please.
testing this as the highest level, so I'm checking for damage here.
You said Constitution or Dexterity, sorry.
Constitution.
Constitution, that's
Okay.
plus 2, so that's a 9. Still fails.
Okay,
Excuse me.
It's going to be 3d10 radiant damage.
Nice.
That's a 9. That's a 2. And that's a 10. And that's a, what? 21 radiant?
Yeah. 9, 2 is 11, plus 10 is 21.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. So you can see part of its body being sort of torn and ripped apart by the moon, by the magic in the moonbeam. And it is bloodied.
Nice. I'm going to take this opportunity to dash behind. Well, no, I can't dash, but just use my movement to get behind one of the pillars. Maybe use it as
Gotcha.
cover.
And you're about 3/4 covered around the pillar. It's a little bit narrower than you are, but
I guess I could have skipped that last one.
it's all good. And then we've got Paxal next. Cephas, you're on deck.
Cool. Paxel, let's just have him do more of the same. Let's do infestation.
I like that one.
Yeah,
That's
remember,
not a-
it's
that
a
doesn't
goo
end.
pile on the floor right now, trying to bring its body back together.
That's blessed. Yeah. Let's do poison spray on it. So he just needs to move to be within 10 feet of it.
Already there.
Okay. And it's a Constitution save for the creature.
Okay. You're trying to hit
Critter.
the one on the ground, right?
Yes, the one on the
Okay.
ground, which
Okay,
I believe
cool.
has hex on it.
Yes.
So it would have disadvantage on the con save. Might as well try and take one out, since it's already hurt.
Oof. It's a 19. Second roll is a 9.
It's
So
a 9!
that is a
Yay!
fail.
Nice, so it takes 2d12 poison damage. And that'll be a 2
5.
plus 4. 6 points of poison damage.
Okay. Nope. I'm looking at the wrong. I'm right. That's 3, dummy, not 5. Okay, so I'm wrong. 6. All right. So you can see the acid sort of tearing away its tendrils that try to reach out to the other parts of its body, and it's just sort of coming apart and having a really hard time trying to rebuild its body.
Mm.
And a lot of the tendrils are just sort of melting away, and black ooze is just filling the stone floor.
But it's not out yet, is it?
Not out yet. Not completely.
Cool.
Anything else can Paxel do?
No, because I don't want to necessarily
All
move
right.
too much.
And it's Cephas, and then Nolan, you're on deck.
Cool. I will, since I'm still right there, go ahead and stab at the dismembering goo. Let's do the Shmitar first this time.
And you have advantage on your attack.
Oh, I do? Okay.
It's prone on the
Good, 'cause
ground.
that was just a 10. Ah, that's a natural 20.
All right.
Oh,
What's
God,
your
I
base
forgot this.
damage? What's your base damage for just one attack?
A D6 plus 3.
So base damage.
So
would be
with
like,
a crit, it would be 2d6 plus
yeah,
3.
I'm just talking your base damage, like your average, like damage that you can, your lowest damage you can do for your base hit.
4.
4.
5.
5.
5.
All right, that'll do it. How do you want to end this Necro Shade's existence?
Just like as it's trying to put itself back together, I'm assuming there's some type of core or something that's in the middle of it that's
you can
pulling
see
this
like
energy back
there's
together.
no heart off to the side, but like inside between the chest, there's like a orb that's got tendrils and it's sort of reaching out and like wicked tree branches and wrapping around and snagging at other parts that are pulling and moving other parts, like a giant pulley system.
I want to like just slip my scimitar between the rib cage, the equivalent of its rib cage, and just kind of like almost like cutting off like fruit from a tree, just sever that from its host.
Okay. As you do that, and the body just falls to liquid ooze.
Yeah.
Nice, thick, viscous oil.
Yay, me. I'm just going to roll this so that way it gets rid of the blue around the thing.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise, if I hit again, it wouldn't go away for the crit. And then I will take the couple steps I need to get to the other one and attack it with the Sunblade.
Okay.
And that is a 16.
16 hits it.
Okay. And that is 10 points of radiant damage.
Let me pull that one off the board, sorry. So it's 10 points of damage, you said?
Yep,
Or
10 points of radiant. With the Sunblade.
All right. And as you cut at it, you cut off one of its hands, and it sears, and you can see it sort of, the tendrils sort of try to rebuild its hand, but it can't. The blade has singed its through the cut, and it cannot grow its hand back.
Yay!
And it is now bloodied as well.
Woohoo. That will be my...
All right, Nolan, you're on deck.
All right. How far away is this Dark Rider?
This Dark Rider from where you're at?
Not too far. About 25, 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
30 is perfect. The light of justice is shining on you again. I still have no idea it's the dwarf just throwing moonbeams, but whatever. Looks like a bet. Me. I'm charging that dude.
Alrighty.
Is the flail still wrapped around its leg?
Yes.
Okay. I'm invigorated by the whiff of my god's incense. Smells
As you
like justice.
run, as you run closer to it, the smell gets stronger and stronger, just fueling your rage.
Yeah. All right. 19 to hit.
That does so.
Smells like a burning monastery to me.
Well, burning horse, but
Yeah, well, trauma. All right. 4 plus 3 bludgeoning.
that's 7.
1 radiant, and I'm going to pump another divine smite. Oof. For an additional 2d8 radiant.
Roll high.
And 5, so that would be 14 total of radiant damage.
5 total?
No, 8 and a 5, so
8 and a
13
5. Okay.
1 rolled originally. So 13 more points of radiant. And that's just my first swing. Would a 14 hit?
If you go to swing, and after it's that first hit, it reconstitutes and sways back and dodges your second attack.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. A lot of bonus actions. I still got that +5 to charisma. Hey, you meanie. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. So if you wanted to do anything, you gotta make a Constitution saving.
I mean, I'll give it a shot. Miracle.
If you're gonna use it,
Let's see. That's a +5 bonus to charisma. I rolled an 8, and my charisma is normally 1. So 14 charisma check.
Okay. Oh. It chuckles. You can see like steam and smoke blow out of its nose and its mouth as it chuckles.
Your day of justice has come, evildoer.
And your death is nigh upon the next sunset.
And the necroshade in front of Shiva. She's gonna take a multi-attack at her. 2 claw strikes.
Cool.
7. So you're able to dodge, maneuver around its first strike. Second strike is a 19.
Sure, I'll take this one.
Okay. This is going to be 3 slashing damage. And 2 necrotic.
Cool.
Okay. And we're back at Boss Main. Rider of
Boss
Darkness. All right. The rider on top of the horse. Lets out a compounding sound and casts Shatter around Nolan. 10-foot radius, 3d8 thunder damage. Constitution save for half.
You can do it.
You sure it's not a charisma save?
It's Constitution CON.
No. 19?
That
16
saves.
plus 3.
That saves.
No.
So you'll take half of what I roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you're more than 30 feet
2.
away from me.
2, 4, 5. So that's 9 points of thunder damage.
Okay. I'm officially bloodied. But I don't care.
Oh no!
Horse rears up and kicks its front legs and then lands. And there's a ripple goes below. I need everybody to make either acrobatics or athletics check to stay on your feet.
17. And either stat is the same for Mr. Paxel, so we'll just roll +1.
You said acrobatics or athletics?
16
That is correct.
for Paxel.
Okay, so
Best I could do was a 9.
9.
I got a 10.
Okay, so everybody saves except for Nolan is on the ground prone.
Ooh.
And bloody.
So bloody messed that one.
Justice can't be served without spilling a little blood.
Just a little.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be your own.
But that is.
Guess I say yes. Okay. Then we've got Daman, you're next, and then Paxel is on deck.
I'm gonna move the moonbeam to right back on top of the rider there.
Oh, that's
Anything happen?
yeah, it's still there. So, it hasn't moved.
Okay, chill. Then I
Oh,
don't have
but
to leave it.
It did attack, so it's got to do its save before it on its move, right?
You're right. Thank you.
So that was a saving throw, right?
Constitution 14.
Constitution. Okay.
Doesn't feel so good, does
That's
it?
a 5 plus 2, so that's only a 7.
That's another 3d10 radiant. 10, that's
All
an
right.
8, that's a 9. 10, 8, and 9. What's that? That's 17, that's 27. Radiant doodle.
Plus 27. All right. How would you like to see this rider?
I just like
And-
watch him melt. Just kind of like melts in the moonlight.
All right. You can see
So nice
its
glow.
body. It starts to lift and just shatters and just fades into the light. And then the light closes. The necroshade that Cephas is fighting falls into a puddle of goo.
From the ground on my back. Woo! Thank you,
And
guys.
Shiva.
I knew you were going to try and take credit for that.
I didn't. My God did that. That's Cervantes.
He didn't do shit. That
He
was all
watched-
hell.
He just had to see commitment to get
Shiva at the altar starts clapping her hands slowly. You 4 warriors are stronger than I thought. You have defeated my champion, and as person of my word, I grant thee one wish.
per person, right?
Per person. Yes.
Okay.
I wish for more wishes.
And a doorway that'll lead you to the place you wish to be.
Hmm.
She points off, and you can see 4 doors on the side.
I'll walk over to my dwarven friend and lay my hand on his shoulder, maybe the top of his head. I don't know. He's very short.
Yeah. You get up and do that,
Yeah, I get up first, for sure. I'm gonna lay on hands and give him 15 points of healing.
Aw.
Alrighty.
Well, then,
Thank
Well,
you
then
for
right back-
letting the power of justice channel through your magic. I know it was you, but I did.
It's just
So
nice
you
to
all
be back
move up
after all.
closer. Okay. The eye closes,
It's cool.
and my notes fall. Alright. Okay.
Oh, and I pick up my center flail from
Oh, yeah.
wherever
Yeah.
sitting in.
You can see the circular burn in the stone from where the moonbeam was. And just a pile of ash.
Is there a slight symbol in the moon?
Oh, no.
The symbol of Cervantes?
No, it's just a pile of ash from
All right.
what was the Dark Rider.
All right. Well, as I tuck my flail back into my belt, I'll still do a little Batusi.
Okay.
Paladin, what is it thou seeketh?
I need an elixir to restore Cervantes, the god of justice, to his true form and to banish the undead from his temple.
Well,
Or so that he might banish the undead from his temple. I don't know. Kind of a big ask. But that's it.
interesting. I can hear your lord now. He agrees. An elixir is exactly what you need.
She keeps her hands closed and raises it. And as she moves her hand up, there's a bottle with a green and red mixture. You can see it's got a funnel and it's just sort of spinning inside the bottle.
This is
Nice party
yours. And the first door on your right will take you back to your tower and to your god.
Is there a little label on the bottle, like how to apply an ointment, or do I give it to my god? Do I throw it on the undead?
It is for you to drink.
Oh shit! Glug glug glug. All right, here we go.
Right. Do you make your way to the door, or?
Yeah, but I'm gonna also give my last 10 points of healing from lay on hands to Cephas.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
10 points.
And if there's anything you want to say to the party as you make your way to the door?
May you all find your form of justice. May you get what you need, and may you pass it on to others, pay it forward. It's been an honor knowing you. Peace.
Too long.
Right. You make your way to the door, and as you get closer, you see there's a little golden figure that's got your face, and then it opens up, and you step through. And then we've got Shiva. She looks at Daman. And you, the cleric, what do you seek?
I seek the head of Kurtwood von Truck and his clan. And they must pay for what they did to me, Niall.
I have just the thing for you. Swirl of tempest energy contained in a vial will decimate at least up to 100 yards in diameter.
It's a goddamn mini nuke.
This will help. I don't care if I die in the process. Kurtwood
She
needs to die.
points to your hand, and that vial of acid that you had turns black. You can feel it sort of shaking and moving on your person. And the second door on the left will take you to this Kurtwood and his clan.
I'll take it.
Okay. Anything you'd like to say to the group as you make your way to the door?
I'll turn around with the vial in hand. I'll go like I'm about to say something, but then I'll decide against it and turn back around and head through the door.
Alrighty. And just like with Nolan, there's a medallion on the door that's been etched in your likeness. And as you get closer and closer, the door opens up and you step through, and the door closes. And a red petal. What is it?
Isn't it Paxel's turn?
Would you like it to be?
You can go first. I'll go last.
Paxel, the warlock. What is it you seek? Paxel looks to her. A way to free my wife from the curse that binds her to the city. Is that something you can do? I am a goddess. I can do anything. She snaps her fingers, and a black stone with a purple runature illuminates. Use this on her captor, and it shall free everybody affected by the curse. And the doorway back to Kaldahara is just on the other side. Turns to Cephas, bows. You fought well. Hopefully we'll meet again and we can fight some more.
I'm the last one left in the room, right?
Yep, as he makes his way to the door that opens, and as he passes
do I
it,
have
the door's
some
closed.
creative freedom here? Or do you want me to stick to the story?
Shiva looks upon you. And you, the red petal, what dost thou seek?
Cephas walks back to where the horse creature thing died, looks at the ashes, turns to Shiva. I have to do this on my own merit. I came here for a goal. I wish to restore Menhua's daughter so she can live a full life. And I will walk back up the stairs I came and not go out my door.
Okay. As you do that, you start to feel the cavern shake and turn, and stone starts to fall. More pillars fall. Shiva yells out, I wish you well, child. Until next time. Our fates might just meet again.
Just booking up the stairs as I hear stuff break.
She gets swallowed up by the portal, and the fire in the back of the portal starts spreading out and campusing everything in its path. All right, I'm gonna have you make 3. Let's do athletics, so you can run and try to dodge falling stone on your way out.
19 on the first.
Okay. Manage to get through out of this room, and then the second
21
room.
on the second, and 16 on the third.
All right, so you pass through all the rooms that you went through, and as you head out of the main passageway through the mine that you guys went through the first time. You can see it sort of cave and smoke, and the stronghold itself gets swallowed up and collapses upon in itself.
Cue the Indiana Jones montage.
Pretty much. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Yeah. Like roll out of the door, dust myself off.
Yeah, there's no door. It was giant. You went through a mine shaft, so.
Yeah, but like whatever the entryway is.
Yeah.
Plume of dust behind me.
You do a slide as the stones fall right behind you.
There you go. Exactly. And dust myself off and just put my pack on my back and continue on my hunt.
Okay.
Don't want no easy way out. I fucked up. I need to fix this.
As you do that, the sun starts to fall and the area starts to go dark. And we cut back to Nolan in the front of Younger Matter Tower, having already ingested the elixir. You find it very hard to move your feet and pick up your feet. As you get closer, you look down and you can see your limbs start turning to stone.
Motherfucker.
And you hear the voice of your god.
You will be the key that will save me from my fate.
And as you turn to stone, you look at your armor and it deteriorates, and so does your skin, and inside is a key that forms. And with your last breath, you can see stone dust exhale out of your mouth as you're fully encapsulated in stone.
If I have any autonomy at the end, I want to make sure I'm holding the gate to the monastery shut.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
closed.
undead
It's been closed since you left.
Make sure no one opens that shit.
Well,
I'm standing there like a door jam.
Hodor?
Hodor.
with the key and
Hodor.
standing up against the door with your hands out, but like inside your chest, there's a key inside. It's a stone figure and a door. And we cut to Daman. Passes through the doorway, you find yourself in some thick brush, obscured by really tall ferns and trees, and you hear a lot of chatter. Orcish chatter. In fact, a voice you know quite familiarly. It's Kurtwood von Trusk talking to his generals. Looks like they're getting ready to move and plan another strike on another village nearby to raid and excavate all their resources.
Cool. I'll pop out of the thicket with the flask in hand, like just ready to just pop off. And yell out, Kurtwood von Trusk.
He turns.
Who are you?
Now.
What do you mean?
Before I even answer, I'm just going to uncork it and just unleash it all.
Okay. As you do so, the whole area just gets covered in necrotic damage. You see all the ferns and the trees wilt and decay. And you see everybody within that the range was 100 yards. Everything sort of melt and decay and fall to goo and compost. Even the structures start to collapse in amongst themselves. As you stand in the epicenter of it, you stand unharmed.
Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting to survive this one.
Seems to be a lot
That's
of
a freebie. That's a freebie. But everybody else is dead?
Everybody that you see within 100, well, yeah, within 100 yards, decimated.
A football
I'll go,
field.
I'll go walk over to where Von Trusk was and just kind of like kick his ashes. Just to
You
make
kick his
sure
ashes and his skull rolls out of
he's
it.
coming back. I'll crush it with my foot.
All right. Easily just crumbles as you step on it.
Mm-hmm. I feel complete, whole for once. And I feel like I'll never feel this way again. I was kind of hoping I'd die.
You sit
I
there.
got nothing more for
You know,
Dom.
you sit there for an hour, and you can see some people start making their way on a carriage, and two more show up, and it's Kurt Wood's wife with his young son. And they start crying and screaming. They see you in the middle of it all, and they point. You scourge! We'll hunt you down and murder you like you did us.
I might like that. And then as mysteriously as I can, just kind of like walk away, like vanish into the woods.
As you walk off, the necrotic smoke of the devastation obscures their view. And for Paxal, through the doorway leads Kaldahara. He sees his wife working as a waiter, giving food to a regalia of people, well dressed. He walks in, and a few people get up from their seats. Who let you in here? What are you doing? He smiles, takes a stone with the runature. He reads what the runature reads to him, and he calls out, obliteration. And he throws down the stone to the ground, and the buildings fall, and let me get the name right. Viscount Reeves, King Jerva Kaldahara, start coughing up black liquid along with all their organs. They fall to the ground. Sarneva's ring curse dissipates, and the two exit the city as everyone within the castle and the city next fall to the ground, puking up black ichor and organs.
Ew.
And decay. Years later, we find Cephas. Sneaks up to a campfire, having gotten word about the shifter and its proper location. She knows they're just on the other side of that tent. What would you like to do?
Is there anybody else in the encampment?
You see a horse. You see 2 people about 30, 40 yards away, walking away from the camp. You see a shadow inside the tent that's got a light in it, hunched over a table reading. You can see pages flip.
I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I'm gonna sneak into the tent.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me real quick.
I have disadvantage because of my new armor. That's okay. That's a
Well,
10.
you could take it off. It's been a couple years, so.
Okay. Let's hold on. Let me inventory. Let me take it off. Where is it? Gabriel. There we go. It's still a +0. So
That's better
either
than
way,
a disadvantage.
Yeah. So let's start again. Here we go. It's still low. Highest was an 11 out of
Okay.
all that.
So you make it to the tent. Barely a sound. As soon as you reach out to open the tent, you hear the shifter laugh. It's about time you found me. Let me guess, you want it back? Come on in. I might be able to sway your favor.
I step into the tent. As a smooth movement, I don't even let him say another word. I run him through.
As he
Knock the
reaches out to talk, he just...
Yep. I knock the candle over that like he's been reading his paperwork over with. Like notice that assuming I've already noticed the book's not there, I turn around and just walk into the night as the camp burns.
Okay. Actually, make a perception check for me while you're in that tent.
Sure. +0 to that as well. Hey, that's a good roll. 19.
All right, 19. You see on his waist cloth wrapped around in what would be a bookish shape.
I'll take it. While he's bleeding out, he can burn to death.
Yep. Falls back as the tent catches a flame from the knocked over candle, and you unwrap the item to see the Necronomicon. Its dead eyes staring back at you.
Cover it back up. I don't want it to tempt me.
Okay. And as you make your way out, the camp just burns and burns and burns as you head back to your clan.
Sounds good to me.
And that's the end of our session. Now, we'll
Heavy.
probably see some ramifications of what happened.
Swift justice.
We already know that Tenzin eventually gets the Necronomicon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had a sneaking suspicion of the description of this. What was it? Hold on. The everlasting light.
Yep. And we learned that Daman was in fact the old figure in Satori that helped you out with Horvath, nicknamed Scourge.
I half thought that necrotic 100-yard radius was just going to follow him around forever. He couldn't die, but he couldn't go anywhere without killing everything. That would have been
Yeah. Just a one-use bauble.
okay.
and of course Cervantes. See what happens there.
Yeah, I'll be waiting. With that last pose, instead of like putting my arms out against the gate, maybe I wrap myself in my cloak. Oh, Batman like.
That's right. You're
Like a Batman statue in front of the monastery, guarding the key in my chest.
Yeah, so yeah, it's obscured in your cloak as you stand in front of the door. Still with human eyes.
Oh, that's fucking lovely. It's just
not creepy at all.
Yeah, no Visine, no nothing. Just hundreds of years of staring contest. Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
It's just it never fades.
You got it. That's the reference. All right. Well, again, thanks for playing. It was a fun 3 sessions. And if we want to get back into our main session, how's everybody for the... Why can't it scroll? Bink, bunk. Oh, that's why I'm a dummy.
The second?
The second or the 9th? I'm good for the second.
I'm good for the second. I'm going to Brickfest the weekend of the 9th, so
Okay.
I'll be in Portland.
Cool. How's everybody else? I know Andrew's going to be gone traveling, so we won't have them, but that's quite okay. We'll be picking up where we left off with the main campaign with Soulstar and the group ready to get on the ship and leave Vinland.
Yeah, after we rescued it again.
All right, well, that looks good. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Peace, love, and respect. Good night and good luck. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching.
Have a good night.